Scott, a departure from the JD Cymru Premier this week, but based on the state of play in the league, is there extra pressure on this game with Newtown to win, or is the desire to progress in the competition as intense as it would be anyway, regardless?
I think you say it's a little break from domestic league action, and it's an important cup competition. You know, it's quarterfinals, and we're at home, and Newtown beat us here at home quite recently. So lots of positives. You know, there's always positives to take, even when you have a bad week or a bad couple of weeks in football. Your next game's always vital to bounce back and to go and perform. And obviously, with the holders of this competition, we'll want to keep it. Want to keep our hands on the trophy, and I'm sure this week will be a little bit different from the normal. We'll train 4 days. We'll train hard. We'll focus on Saturday and make sure that we'll do everything to win this game.
The New Saints has been in the competition final 11 times, 7 wins, current holders of the trophy, as you say. But in the last 8 finals, we've been in 6 of them, just 1 defeat, that 2-1 against Bala 3 seasons ago. So current history does favour the New Saints in the Welsh Cup.
Yeah, you know, got on record, it's important cup in order priority of our season. Fantastic performance last season in the final against Connah's Quay. You know, really positive, strong, clean sheet, 3 goals. It's what you want before the game, and certainly a fitting way to end the season. And yes, it's going to be a tough game here on Saturday, but we're at home, and we have to improve our home record. I think our away form has been probably better in the last few months, but I'm not taking anything away from the lads. We've had a great run of games. Yes, we've had a little hiccup, but we are going to be in a position where we fight again and go again.
And as you say, Scott lifted the trophy last season. That was your second season as a manager. The first time you lifted the Welsh Cup, an emphatic victory against Connah's Quay Nomads, 3-0. As a player, you've been involved in many successes in the competition. How did it compare, as a manager, your first trophy to when you were a player?
Yeah, proud moment, because you're leading the team. You know, you're making the choices. You're helpless on the side, like I've said many times. As soon as you do your work in the week or the previous month or whatever, the team goes out and only they can stand up to the test. So yeah, proud moment, brilliant experience to be managing a team in the cup final and then going on to win it and lift the trophy was one of the, you know, like I say again, one of the proudest moments. I've only been a manager for just over 2.5 years, but to get 2 cup wins in succession has felt really good.
And the Newtown game, well, they've already been to Park Hall February the 7th. It was the first game following the split, which is the Championship Conference. They won 2-1, of course, not that we'll need reminding of that. You could say that gives them the confidence to go into that game, but the other side of the coin is that it gives us the added incentive to put that wrong right this coming weekend.
Certainly, I thought they were very good. I thought they were set up excellent. They looked lively. They looked sharp. They broke on us. They countered very well. We struggled at times in the first half to deal with the quick left winger who was excellent getting in behind. But our play wasn't good on the night. We didn't hold the ball well enough. We didn't hurt them enough, and that's what happened on the night. You know, we come away with a defeat, and you know it's one that's took a while probably to get over. I think if I was manager of them, I'd be setting up exactly the same way. So we'll have to have a look at that and how we're going to combat that. But our lads shouldn't need any extra incentive to go to the next round, because you know, a defeat in the league and a defeat against Newtown says it all.
And as a manager, you do put a lot of thought into the games themselves. So when we look ahead now, this is Monday morning, you're about to go on the training pitch with the players. Do you have the starting lineup already sorted? Do you have the tactics and approach already planned in your mind, or is there some fine-tuning to do during the course of the next few days?
Yeah, obviously planning and preparation probably goes earlier than the Connors Key game as well. I always have thoughts in your mind of how you want to set up and play, because the way we set up against Newtown is totally different to how we set up against Connors Key. So I've been thinking about starting lineup and how we're going to play, very much so. So this week will be going over finer details and whatever else. But yeah, I've got a lineup in my mind, and it's nice tomorrow for players to get some minutes as well, because we've got a behind closed doors friendly. So it will give us, it'll spur us on, and it'll give us a little bit of time for players who haven't played to get up to speed really, and get into the reckoning for Saturday.
And finally, when we look to the game on Saturday, we talk about the starting lineup, but that of course depends on availability of players. Keston Davies was injured at the game last weekend at Connors Key Nomads. What's the situation with Keston and any other players?
Yeah, Keston, he got quite a bad cut into his leg, and I think he was in the A&E till 8-9 o'clock in the morning. So it was, I would say, a lot of sleep catching up to do for him. He obviously won't be available for the weekend, but hopefully everyone else will be available and ready for selection.